Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 0 of the Be In Your Lane podcast. I am your host, ClearLanes.
And I'm your co-host, B-Mac.
Please subscribe and hit that notification bell for all of our latest content.
Follow us on all of our social medias at Be In Your Lane on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Let's get it, man. We'll be right back right after the short intro.
Let's get it.
Yeah. God told me ain't nobody harder. Game time in the bubble, we ballin'. 20 years in, Vince Carter. 6 man of the year, we ballin'. 6 man of the year, don't start 'em. If the tab ain't right, we solvin'. In the back room, we don't need problems. Game time, we here, we ballin'. Get 'em, kill 'em, train, hit 'em. Lanes, listen, lanes, wisdom, grind, different mind, sickest flow, vicious, straight business.
B-Mac, episode 0, man. We in the building, we checking in.
Man, ClearLanes, what's good, Brody?
Hey, man, all is well. Blessed, man. Blessed to be here with you. How you feeling, man? You ready?
Blessed, highly favored, been ready, bro. We've been putting in this work. Time to show out.
Yes, we have, man. We definitely been putting in the seeds and planting, man, and just moving in faith. So I'm excited for what God has in store. Well, let's go ahead and dive straight into it, man.
Let's get it.
What's the purpose of this podcast? Why should they rock with B-Mac and ClearLanes?
Me?
Yeah.
Person? I'm just me.
There you go.
Man, but two dope individuals, man. Interesting perspectives, interesting background, interesting stories.
Yeah.
You know, as far as how we come in faith. So a lot of different things, man. We both grew up in, similar backgrounds but different backgrounds. So we definitely bringing a different but same approach. And so we're gonna be talking about faith, sports, politics, the whole nine. I mean, look, we're not a gossip channel. That's not what we do.
Yeah.
We're men first. But at the same time, we want to put a different spin on this, man. We want to connect the faith and the world.
No doubt.
That's our biggest purpose right now.
Yes, sir. Just like B-Mac said, faith, sports, politics, also guests.
Yes.
B-Mac, we know some interesting people, don't we?
Man, look, they not ready.
They not ready, man.
They not ready.
It's going to be fun, though.
It's going to be fun.
It's going to be fun to make it a little heated, but it's going to be all in love and respect.
All love, man. Look, we got some people coming, different backgrounds, successful men and women come in. We're going to have people, just your average people coming off the streets, just coming in, giving a different perspective, whatever it's relationships, psychological. I mean, man, look, we're going through the whole thing. I'm excited.
We're going through the whole thing. Just to kind of add on to what B-Mac said, the purpose of this podcast, we want you guys to learn, to love, to laugh, to connect, grow, and build relationships. This is going to be an open platform. You guys come in, y'all share your thoughts, share your ideas, your beliefs, what you feel should be aired, and if it's respectable, if it's worthy, we'll definitely break into it and bring it on the show, man, and talk about it. So, but B-Mac, man, okay, so you know a little bit about the purpose of this podcast. Let's go ahead and talk about us.
Yeah.
Who are you, B-Mac?
Me? Well, real name Brandon, coming in, born in New Jersey.
Shout out
New Jersey. Shout out to the East Coast, period. Man.
Yeah.
Look, so I got a lot of family out there, but man, I lived in New Jersey for a little bit. My dad's job got us in Australia for a couple years.
Okay.
Definitely do remember Australia a little bit.
Yeah.
Everybody always asks me if I remember that part of my life, but yeah, I do. Melbourne, Australia, so shout out to them.
Ain't that Ben Simmons' home ground?
That is where Ben Simmons is from, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Kyrie was born there.
So wait a minute. So you weren't born in Australia, were you?
No.
Okay, I'm about to say you could play for the national team.
No.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say I wish. I'm not gonna say I wish because I'm a proud American for the most part.
Can you imagine B-Mac playing against the USA team, y'all?
Hey, that'd be
against
crazy.
the Kyrie Irvings, the
That'd
Kevin
be crazy.
Durant's, them guys probably ain't playing no more, but whoever it is.
All I know is I couldn't run for president, so.
I know that's right.
No, but yeah, man, Australia was fun from a lot of stuff I remember. I need to go back and visit. I actually haven't been back to Australia since I left, so one day I'm gonna make that happen, though.
Yeah.
But after Australia, lived in Houston. Now, if you ask me where I'm from,
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you Houston.
Houston.
H-Town's where the heart is. So
Even knowing a lot of your groundwork is in Dallas-Fort Worth.
a lot of my groundwork is in Dallas-Fort Worth. So
Yeah.
after Houston, I was basically raised in the Dallas area. Obviously, me and you met shortly after I moved here, probably like a year after, about 3rd, 4th grade, something like that. So definitely raised in Dallas, but my background, I've been a lot of places. So I mean, let's not even get into the fact that I went to 6, maybe even 7 different high schools.
Time out. Hold on. You went to 7. See, I thought I was bad. I went to 4. You went to 7 high schools?
7.
That is unbelievable. So that means you basically, for the first couple of years, you went to 2 schools in 1 year. You like, first semester, I'm going to go here, spend some time here. All right, deuces, y'all. I'm going to the next one.
No, look. My sophomore year alone, technically my credits came from 3 different schools. Sophomore year alone. So freshman year, my first technical high school credits came in New Hampshire, then Virginia, and then came back here to Fort Worth, went to Nolan Catholic, then got transferred out. My parents sent me to boarding school in Utah, and so then I went to 2 different boarding schools in 1 year.
Okay.
In 1 summer. That was sophomore, going into my junior year. So junior year, came back, went to Fort Worth Christian, came back senior year, was planning on staying at Fort Worth Christian, and then had a little thing happen. Academic, I didn't have a little Spanish credit or whatever, so they wouldn't let me graduate. Kind of a silly situation. We'll address that later. But I had to graduate from my public school, South Lake Carroll. So y'all don't get a shout out. But
no love to South Lake, guys. No love for South Lake Dragons. It's coming straight from B-Mac, y'all. So he letting y'all know his heart how it feels.
You get a little love, you get a little bit, but man, we gonna address that later.
They must have did you dirty.
Oh, that's not even half of it,
man.
Yeah, we're not gonna get into that.
Yeah, but, it's just the first episode, guys.
First episode, man. So, we just getting it in. But graduated from South Lake Carroll. Went on to post-grad school, played basketball. Been playing basketball all my life. My mom put that ball in my hand when I was 2 or 3 years old. Yeah. And
what'd you do with it?
Ran. Man, just ran with it. Still doing it. Still doing it to this day. So, I had a real big dream of playing Division I college ball. Ultimately, kind of got halted at first, even after post-grad, had some things happen.
Now, now you was there. You were there. You were in the building. Houston, Oklahoma State.
Yeah.
Talk to him.
So, Oklahoma State, man, that was an interesting experience because I only actually got there because of an assistant coach that used to be the head coach at the University of Houston, Coach Dickey. And so Coach Dickey was an assistant coach at Oklahoma State. He was actually helping me talk to schools. And so me and him were in constant communication about some things, and it was last minute because I had some other schools. That's a whole different story. We'll get into that another day. Yeah. But Coach Dickey was there. I was like, you know what? Let me just, no options left. Let's go to Oklahoma State. So I went there, tried to get on. Didn't happen. God said wrong direction. Sometimes rejection means wrong direction. You know what I'm saying? So definitely had to kind of pack it up and move. I mean, I could have stayed at Oklahoma State and been regular, but my whole year at Oklahoma State, I was that dude that was like.
You was there to hoop.
Yeah.
You went to hoop.
I was that dude in the rec center. Like as soon as my last class was over.
Yeah.
Gym. Straight gym. I was at.
You was like a student athlete.
I was like you was actually. I was basically treating myself like a student athlete, even though I wasn't. So I was that guy that everybody would see at a certain time of the day. I would have this bag of balls, and cones and whatever else was in there, and drag right the next block after my dorm.
And I don't want to cut you off, but I just have to highlight, man, just the amount of faith and dedication that it takes to know, like, you didn't even have it. You weren't even on the team, and you were still treating yourself as if you were on the team. Putting yourself through the grind. I mean, I just commend you, my brother, for that willpower, man, that determination that you had.
Yeah, I appreciate it, and that comes with a lot of scrutiny, criticism. People were like, "Why are you still doing this? Like, if you're not." You know what I'm saying? And so everybody's telling me what I'm not going to be, this, that, and the third, And so
people say that because they can't do it.
They can't do it, and maybe they just don't see it. I mean, one way or another, it doesn't really even matter. I just knew what I love to do, so I kept on doing it, right? So after that, transferred to a junior college, got cut in the middle of the year. Coach said he didn't like the way I played, whatever, whoop-de-woo. And 9 months later, I walked on at the University of Houston. So shout out to Coach Sampson, Coach Kelvin Sampson.
Sampson.
Man,
I remember him as OU. You remember him as Houston, of course, but
I remember him at OU. I remember him in Indiana.
Yeah.
He coached Eric Gordon. Eric Gordon used to come. It still comes to some of the U of H games.
Wow.
As a matter of fact, when I was an intern for the Rockets, me and Eric used to talk about that. Talk about playing for Coach Sampson. So
his resume is very large, very large. So
oh, no doubt, no
a lot
doubt.
of credentials, man. Heck of a coach for sure.
Yeah. Now he just. I think he got his. I think he's close to 700 wins now. And
Man.
that's after his hiatus, going and coaching in the NBA for 5 years. So
Definitely see
technically,
him.
numbers wise, he's almost 800. He really would be at like 800.
Definitely see him in the Basketball Hall of Fame for
No
sure.
doubt, no doubt.
So, shout out to Coach Sampson, man, and all you did for my boy B-Mac.
Yeah, no doubt, man. But had a little NCAA thing happen. We'll get into that later. But from high school, one of them high schools kind of tripped me up a little bit. Same thing that saved my life kind of ended up taking it away from me a little bit. But graduated from University of Houston, started my pro career while I was still my senior year, and I was an intern for the Rockets all my senior year. So you were there to witness all that after going through all the stuff that I had gone through, and then seeing all those things happen, man.
I remember, man, you were so optimistic, and early on in our walk together, man, I didn't see. I saw, but I was like, man, like, what is this guy seeing? Where is he grabbing this from?
Mm-hmm.
And as I've gotten to know you more, it was your faith.
Yeah.
It was your faith, man. So, again, I just tip my hat to you.
Yeah, nah, you were seeing me in them empty gyms, empty church gym. You were both grinding. If you guys ever on my Instagram page, you see me dribbling with 3 balls. I got that from him. So you the one who taught me how to do that. But nah, man, we was in there grinding. No end in sight. It's kind of like when Melo had his whole thing where the NBA basically was trying to blackball him. Right. He was just sitting there grinding with his trainer Chris Brickley over up in New York, and he just kept going. And then he got, after a year and a half, he got signed by Portland. And when I saw Melo go through that, it reminded me of my journey, because several times throughout college, I was just grinding with no end in sight. I was just off straight faith. So,
man, that's incredible. That's incredible, because so many people just quit.
It's hard. It's hard. It's so many guys that just quit. And I mean, if I knew what I knew now, I'm not gonna say I would have made that big of a deal out of it. But I only knew what I knew because I knew what I was aiming for. Right. So, man, I played in the ABA my senior year. Got blessed with the opportunity to be the intern for the Houston Rockets. I see the shirt.
Yeah, you dripped out, man.
A little bit.
Got the gear on. Hey, I ain't got it. We ain't got it.
Got my UH under tank on, you know what I'm saying? But
I see you.
I got, like I said, H-Town. That's where it's at for me.
H-Town.
Man, like I said, graduated in 2019. Went to Spain for a little bit. Went to Germany first, then Spain, and had a little injury out there. Came back, but pandemic hit. Just had a chance to regroup, and still at it, man.
He's still at it, y'all. B-Mac, can't nobody stop B-Mac.
Nope.
I don't care what you say, what you try to tell him. Ain't nothing stopping B-Mac. That is one thing I know.
Look, like I said, I stay in my lane.
Stay in your lane.
Stay in your lane.
Shout out to LeVar Ball, man. Hey. Stay in your lane.
Hey, real talk, man. But look, I know that they heard a lot about me, my story. That's pretty extensive. You guys gonna learn a lot about me. But I need you guys to know the other hosts. My brother, ClearLanes.
ClearLanes, we in the building.
Where you from, bro?
Well, first, before where I'm from, my story, it's not as interesting as yours. It's a little bit, but I think the more episodes we get into, I think, the more I'll start to reveal and like, okay, I see where this guy's coming from. But ClearLanes, Ricky, Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas, born and raised. Just like B-Mac, man, basketball was my life. Was given the ball at an early age, and that was pretty much my focus my whole entire life.
Right.
Guys, grew up, was blessed enough to play on some highly ranked teams.
Got to play against those teams myself, so I already know.
Yeah. So
the guys that's in the NBA right now talking about that's how high level this guy was. So
hey, man, I like to stay humble because I didn't make it. They did. Okay. They did. I didn't make it. Okay. They made it.
Hey, look, but when you say less than 1% of people get to go play college ball, you did get to do that?
I did get to do that. Yes, I did. But like I said, I got to play travel basketball, traveled city to city, state to state. I was fortunate enough to play on some highly ranked teams. Won a few championships with them.
Yeah.
Got to play in front of college coaches. The whole nine. I was there. I was definitely in the building.
Yeah.
I was there. Just didn't pan out the way I thought it would.
Right.
Wasn't God's plans.
Right.
And that's okay. I didn't see it at that time.
Right.
But it just wasn't in his plans. Fast forward, guys, get to high school. I was pretty much on a straight and narrow path. I didn't really get into too much trouble. Just kept my mind focused on ball and books. I was so focused and dedicated, and I just give all praise and glory to God for that. Not me being not being in the streets and get involved in things that I shouldn't have been a part of.
Right.
Those are things I just give God the glory for.
Right.
And my father, of course, raising me the right way, giving me good character, teaching me character. Excuse me. And those things. So, but yeah, got to play on a highly ranked high school team as well. Did some good work there. Was fortunate enough to play college ball to continue my career.
Right.
Played JUCO basketball out in Kansas.
Kansas, man.
Kansas.
Kansas.
I feel like you want to say something about that.
Hey, look. Hey, look. No offense to people in Kansas, but I don't see how anybody would live there. Unless
Kansas or Missouri. Because there's a difference.
Kansas.
Okay, Kansas.
I'm not talking about Missouri. Missouri is all.
Because I feel like them two kind of get tied. And there's a lot going on in Missouri.
The only time they get tied to me is you talk about Kansas City. Like, it took me, I think I don't remember, maybe like 3 or 4 years ago when I went through Kansas City on my way to Iowa is when I found out that Kansas City was in Kansas and Missouri.
And Missouri, yes.
Yeah, I thought
it's a difference.
Wow,
there's a difference, B-Mac. Because Kansas City, Missouri is popping.
It's popping.
So, yes.
Other side,
now, Kansas.
Yeah.
The school that I was at, no lie, y'all, wasn't much to do. Small towns, cows, open fields.
That's the best place to stay focused, though.
Yes, it is. It was boring for the most part, but for me, I knew I was so focused. I didn't even come in on that. I didn't come in expecting that. Like it was ball and books.
You wanted that D1.
I did during that time. I did, and
that's all I was when I went to JUCO in Iowa.
Yeah,
that's all I was focused on.
That's all I was focused on was ball and books and just trying to get out of there.
Right.
Things didn't go the way that I thought it would. Whether or not it was my fault or it's just the situation just wasn't a good fit.
Right.
It's here nor there.
Right.
Transfer, ended up going to a D2 school in Oklahoma. Had some fun out there, much bigger school. Oklahoma City, of course, got to do some things, got to move around the city a lot, so that was fun.
What was the name of the school again?
Central Oklahoma.
Yeah, you weren't that far from Stillwater.
I wasn't.
Yeah.
I wasn't that far from
You ever go up there?
To Stillwater?
Yeah.
I did not. I did not go to Stillwater.
Crazy.
Huh?
I said that's crazy.
Yeah. Central Oklahoma, they pretty much, we had our own little fun.
That is true.
We didn't need that.
We didn't have to go.
We didn't have to go. We had our own, fun and stuff.
I did meet some people from UCL. So
okay. And again, remember, we had Oklahoma City too.
Yeah, that's
so,
true.
I was able to
y'all were close because y'all halfway in between.
Yeah.
And Oklahoma City.
I was going to Bricktown, man, just having fun, doing what I do. So it was good times, man. It was good times, good vibes. But not my last destination, y'all. I ended up finishing out at John Brown University out in Arkansas.
What level was that?
Now that was NAI.
NAI.
So I went JUCO D2 NAI.
My boy saw 3 different levels.
Hey man,
I did too. So
three different levels, man.
Yeah.
3 different. Hey, it is what it is. That was just my journey. I was blessed and fortunate to receive a scholarship out there. Finished playing ball out there. Finished with a business degree. Got to get the education right.
Hey, look, 2 college-educated brothers.
There you go. Ain't too many out there, y'all. What's up?
Hey, look, our women got us beat right now, so we need to make a comeback.
They do. But yeah, man, I finished out there, finished playing ball, and around that time, I just felt God was calling me away from the hoop, man.
So what do you call you into?
We'll get into that later.
Okay.
But yeah, I finished up, came back here to the crib, doing what I do, and there you have it, man. That's a little bit about ClearLanes, but well, B-Mac, man, we done talked a little bit about our past and our upbringing and what we about, but forget all that. That's the past, right?
Past.
Who cares? It's about the future.
I'm trying to move on.
Hey, it's about the now.
The now.
B-Mac, tell the people what's now and what's next.
Man, what's now for me personally, still hooping, still getting it, still grinding. I just came from the gym. I can't even lie to y'all.
Woo! Hard work and dedication.
Man, yeah.
That's what it takes though, sacrifice.
Real talk. Now this week, man, so I play for a TBL team called the Louisville Leopards, TBL League, known as the Basketball League. So it's the third biggest league in the country right now.
Oh man.
34 teams and counting. Man, we got NBA guys that's about to come in to own teams. We got former NBA players that are coming to play in the league overseas. Guys play in the Euro Cup, I think. All levels overseas, come in and play in the TBL. So it's gonna be a lot of competition this year. It's my first year playing in the TBL, obviously, and so I'm just looking forward to it. Man.
What you doing out there, man? You putting up numbers?
Well, season starts April 10th, so we about to see.
Okay.
I like our team. Our coach got us playing real good right now. We just finished training camp this week, so we got the scrimmage against some pros that just from the DFW area.
No doubt.
Beating the brakes off them. I can't even lie to you.
You crossing them up, man.
Man, look.
You putting people on mixtapes? What's up?
I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm putting people on mixtapes, but I'm doing what I'm supposed to do.
Okay.
And guarding 94 feet, all that. I'm a small guard, so I gotta show a little bit.
You're
extra.
a pest.
Gotta be.
That's what they call a pest. He's a pest, y'all. You would love to have him on your team, but you don't want to play against him.
No, you don't. But here's the thing: you're not gonna want to play against anybody on our team at this point. That's all I'm gonna say.
You're all ready.
Look, we all ready, and I'm looking forward to the season. And just another opportunity to showcase, bro. The TBL is just really just a stepping ground. We all want to get to the next level with NBA G League, Euro Cup overseas.
Not to add more, but could you tell the people just some more about the grind that it takes to play at a high level, being a professional athlete?
Man, it's a lot of sacrifice. I mean, going through college and seeing how many people quit in college. Yeah. I mean, think about it, like you play college ball, obviously, so it's like you saw a lot of people that went there and quit. Like it's like some guys went and they started at the bottom of the barrel and ended up being the top gun. And then some guys with a top gun end up quitting. So I mean, it's just you just never really know who really loves the game until you put in a situation where you forced to, like, okay, you feel comfortable getting up at 5 a.m., 6 a.m., 4 a.m. doing workouts, because that's not something that the normal average person does.
It really goes from, because think about it, elementary school, playing with the 5 and 6 and 7 year olds. Yeah. It's all about participation. They just want you to participate.
Yeah.
Then high school you separate yourself. Yeah. It's last about kind of more about determination.
Facts.
Like who's really willing.
Yeah, who's really willing to put in that extra work.
And then in college and the NBA or professional level, period, it's more about concentration.
Facts.
So it's just different, man. It's crazy. And if you can just continue to rise at each level, that just shows you just separating yourself from the pack. And I just think that's awesome.
It's
that you're in that category now.
Our team motto is commitment, consistency, and discipline.
Yeah.
And those are all the things that you need, not just in basketball, but in life.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are missing those. I think one of my teammates the other day said he thought that discipline was the most important out of the three, and his reasoning is because if you have discipline, you're going to be consistent, and that means you're committed. So those things line up behind discipline. If you're disciplined enough to do what you need to do, you can love it all you want, but if you're not putting in the work, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. You got so many people on the sidelines chirping. Yeah. And it's like, man, you don't stand a chance.
How many old heads do you understand that? Yeah, I could have made the NBA,
but you didn't.
But my knee, no, forget
but you didn't. And that's why I stay quiet. I respect the game. I respect the players. I respect the athletes. In all fields, because I understand the amount of work that it takes to be able to get yourself on that level.
Yeah. So you don't even talk about I have to beg you to talk about your basketball career like that. And I respect that a lot. I mean, I've never once heard you talk about, even when I bring up certain guys that you play with, you don't even want to talk about it. Like, it doesn't even matter anymore, right? It
doesn't matter. It's not a part of my path. It's not my destiny. It's not it's not the lane that God has me in, right? So it's just a waste of breath at this point in time.
Yeah.
But
a lot of people stuck on the what if though, and that's the thing. We probably that's
can't live in what if. You can't live in what if, y'all. Can't live in what if, because
that's something we'll probably talk about here on the podcast too.
Yeah, I think that's definitely a good topic.
Being able to move forward. We're here for motivation, y'all. We're here for motivation as well, because we gotta motivate each other, motivate ourselves. We're gonna motivate you at the same time. So
No doubt. But okay, B Mac, you got a lot going on, man. You popping, man.
Yeah, just
you got to follow it.
Just
go ahead, just brush your shoulders off a little bit.
You know,
pop the collar a little bit. You know, I mean, hey, man, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Got a little bit of stuff going on. Got a hoop going on. Got my family. Shout out to my family, my support system.
No doubt.
Man, just everything going strong with them as well. Everybody's healthy, everybody's clean throughout the pandemic, so that's been a big old blessing in itself. Me as well, and you as well. And man, also got some business stuff going on, doing on the side.
Okay.
You know, we'll get into that. Little 9 to 5, little part-time 9 to 5 I'm doing just to pay the bills.
Ain't no shame in that.
Ain't no shame in that.
You gotta do what you gotta do, bro. You gotta pay bills, man.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
You gotta pay bills. Gotta support the fam.
Right. Especially in my situation.
Yeah, I feel you. Hey. I already know.
Yeah. So. No, it's all good, man, but enough about me. You know, I got a lot going on. I can go all day, but ClearLanes, what you got going on, bro?
Oh, man, ClearLanes. So, of course, you know, we back. We back in the DF Dub doing what we do, making music.
Yeah.
But first and foremost, I'm following God.
Yeah.
You know, I'm being led by my faith. I want to be a vessel for God. I want to be a vessel for the Lord, and I really want to be a light in the industry that He has called me in, which is hip hop.
Right.
You know, and just be a voice to the public and to whomever He's called me to reach, whether it's 10 people, 10,000, 10 million.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. So that is what I'm seeking. I'm seeking my purpose. I know what God has called me to be. It's challenging at times, but nonetheless, I know He is with me. And I know that I will see this time through.
Let me ask you a question real quick.
Go ahead.
So with music, you don't call yourself a Christian rapper.
I don't.
So can you explain what the purpose of your music is and what do you aim when you are speaking to your audience in your music?
The reason why I don't call myself a Christian rapper is because my music isn't just for Christians. It's for all people. Because I believe we are all children of God.
Right.
We're all children of God. I don't care what denomination or what religion you're claiming. We're all children of God, and that's how I tend to look at it.
Right.
I don't want to just be focused on the Christians.
Right.
You know, they're good. They're not good. We know they're not good because we all got our issues and things.
And stuff.
But they're good in the fact of what we believe in as salvation, right?
Exactly.
So
you gotta get the other people who are not involved
exactly
in
what we call it secular, worldly, lost. Not to throw no shame or no hate at nobody, but I mean that's where we stand. That's what we believe as Christians who aren't, you know, or people who aren't living in Christ. Mm-hmm. That's what we tend to go off of.
Yeah, I don't find any shame in saying lost. I think some people are trying to find, you know, something to fill those voids in. And fill those voids into life. The way we got, guys, the way we fill those voids in our lives is through Christ. And so we want to spread that message, but at the same time, we definitely don't want to discriminate. So I admire the fact that you don't call yourself a Christian rapper. Because whenever I talk to people about your music, I want to say Christian rapper, but knowing that you won't really describe yourself like that, it's kind of like, okay, let me at least describe him for what he really is versus putting a label on him.
I got you, inspirational rapper. And just to be clear, guys, you know, I'm not here to throw no shade at no other religions. Like, I love everybody.
Right.
And that's what I want to do.
Love thy neighbor.
What you believe is what you believe, but this is just where we're coming from.
Right.
But as far as what B-Mac said, no, I don't really claim myself as a Christian rapper, but I am a man of God and I am moving to faith. So let's be clear on that.
Right.
But yeah, like I said, my music is for everybody, and that's my goal, man. That's my goal.
Nah, definitely, that's a great goal. Like I said, you got to meet people 50-50, you know, at the end of the day. And, you know, we're here to motivate you guys to continue to follow whatever your pursuit is, man. We have our thing, and we're gonna hopefully, look, we're here to bring souls to Christ, you know, as well. That's the main thing besides just believing. So we're just looking forward to if anybody decides to turn their life to God. I mean, that'd be beautiful if they can do it through a podcast like this. So,
no doubt, man.
You know, we treat everybody equally. We treat everybody with love. You know, we're gonna speak our truth. You know, you're not gonna like everything we have to say.
Yeah.
You know, but at the same time, I'm not even gonna say our truth. I don't believe in our truth. I believe in the truth. You know, and the truth is gonna be based off of something.
Absolutely.
But no doubt that we're gonna give you, 100% raw. We're not gonna hold back. We're not scared of nobody what they got to say.
Yeah.
We're gonna say what we got to say. This is why we built this platform, and we built our own table, right?
That we did, B-Mac. That we did. We have planted the seeds, and God is about to water them.
Facts.
So,
Big facts.
well, man, episode 0 is in the books. I had a blast. I think we covered a lot.
Yeah.
I think we kind of definitely covered, the foundation of where this podcast is headed, what we're standing on,
Right.
faith, and then of course whatever comes off after that, sports, culture, interviews, whatever, who we are as people.
Yep.
Hopefully they rock with us. We ain't. I don't think we're lame, guys. Y'all think we lame? Y'all let us know in the comment section. Y'all let us know in the comment section if we lame. If we lame, then we'll shut up. Okay?
Look, I don't care. I'm not shutting up for nobody.
Nah, B-Mac not shutting up. B-Mac forget what y'all
I'm not
saying.
shutting up for nobody.
I'm gonna talk.
Lame and no lame. I'm here. I'm here to stay.
I know that's right, man.
We here.
No doubt.
But I definitely, I agree. We're here.
Yeah.
We've been working on this for a long time. Put in a lot of hours with this individually and collectively. So I'm looking forward to everybody's even reaction to this. I mean, look, this is episode 0, so technically we ain't even really started.
Nah, this is just an intro episode, guys, of just who we are, and just trying to cover the bases, God, of this whole podcast, Being Your Lane TV. But B-Mac, man, let's go ahead and close them out.
Word.
Y'all follow us, man, on all social media platforms at Be In Your Lane.
At Be In Your Lane.
And also check out the page, YouTube, Be In Your Lane TV.
Yes, sir. You can follow me individually on Instagram, Twitter at King McElvey, KINGMCELB as in victory, Y.
And you can follow me as well, ClearLanes, CLEARLANES. Y'all be sure to check out my music, man. Got some dope content on the way. We are rocking. We are rolling. B-Mac, we are in the building.
We're in the building. You can find our names also at the bottom in the description as well. So we here.
No doubt, man. Episode 0 is in the books.
In the books.
B-Mac, we out.
Yes, sir.